Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you saw on the thumbnail, today's video is about my top favorite 10 tips which have helped to make my traveling experience much smoother and easier. So usually when we travel for the first time, when we are a beginner to this traveling field and all, we intend to make so much mistakes. We might spend money on booking, or too much money on booking, or maybe booking some activities or food or stuff like that, and you get scammed by the locals there. So this is like a common thing which happens with all people when they start traveling, and even if you're experienced also, this can happen. But if you know some tips and tricks in your mind, this can actually make your traveling experience smoother and easier. So these are my top favorite 10 tips that I would love to share with you guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Tip number 1 is to do the proper planning. Planning in the sense, what I'm saying, like if you want to go to some place, so it can be, some places can be seasonal and other places can be like off seasonal, like any season you can go visit this place. So imagine you want to go visit a place in the month of like October, November and December. So you know that in these specific months, cold places will be better, or cold countries will be better to explore, because these are the time for winter traveling and winter trekking. So if you're planning like properly, or you're selecting a specific place, you want to go to Manali, like in specific seasons only Manali will be the best. And if you want to go for a Himachal trek or something, which season you have to go for. So it is to plan in proper, like where you want to go first, decide the location. Or if you're going not to a specific location, you are just having some months in your mind, it seems, then also you can just select the month and just Google it for best places to travel during this season or this time period, and you can just get a list of places that you can go. So planning in proper about the destination will help you to make the itinerary really attractive, and it can also help you to have a better idea and better exploring of the place. Number 2, once you have fixed the destination, like you are going to this specific place, the next thing that you have to plan is the destinations that you want to visit. So for example, if you are planning a trip to Goa, there are so many destinations in Goa, so many tourist spots in Goa that you have to go and explore. So once you have decided the place, make an itinerary of the other places that you want to visit. Like you have to go to Baga Beach, or you have to go to Kalangut, or you have to go to Wagedar, or like whichever places you want to explore. Make the list of the places or the destinations or the tourist attractions that you want to visit in this place. So planning in proper of like for these things, whichever destination this is, and you have the source Google with you, so you don't have to be so much known about these things. You just need your phone to research on whatever information you need to get it about. Okay, so just decide the place, then go for the main attractions, like what are the best things to do here, what are the top attractions, good cafes. So just do a research on these food and travel destinations and everything, and set the destinations, like which place is where and how much far it is from one place to another. Like if you are going to Baga Beach, and from Baga Beach to the next destination, how far it is and all, you can just calculate, like okay, from this place I can go to this place. So you can plan your days accordingly. Okay, I can stay in this place for 1 day, 2 days for this place, and you can decide accordingly. So make sure that you're having a proper place itinerary or the map of where you want to go in that specific attraction, so you don't get lost. It's okay to get lost sometimes, but still, if you have a clear idea about where you're going, this is going to make your trip much easier. Tip number 3 is to book your stays in advance. So most of the people, like even I, when I started traveling and all, I used to think like, let's just go there and figure it out, because when we are booking online, it might be the price might be different, you might not get a better deal, and you will always feel like, okay, I'll just go there and do. And this is like a common thing what I've heard. Even when my friends travel, they are like, it's okay, we'll go there, we'll just if you want, we'll just book it from there only. But what I would suggest, especially if you are like a lady traveler, if you are a female traveler, or even men's also, nowadays nobody is safe, guys. So when you're traveling, I would say if you are booking your stays in prior, this actually helps you to get rid of 50% of your tension, because usually what happens is that when you are in a certain destination, the stays can be just sold out, and you might not always end up getting a proper stay or comfortable one. So especially if you are just starting to travel, you are not when you start to travel, you are not a comfortable traveler. You don't compromise on your standards when you start traveling, because we all look for comfort when we start travel for the first time. Once you are used to this traveling thing, you just settle for anything. You can even sleep on the streets. But initially when you're traveling, all these things actually matters, and especially if you're a lady traveler and all, it actually concerns your safety is also a very big concern that time. So I would say book your stays in prior. You can book stays like hostels. You don't have to always pay for good like expensive rooms or anything. You can, if you have money, yeah, if you are like a comfort very luxury traveler, of course you can go ahead, you can book your stays and all. But the way I'm talking is just to save much money and not to spend too much on these kind of things, but at the same time you can pay on the experiences, not on just staying in the room. So what I would say is that you book your stays in prior. You can use this websites, Adoga, bookings.com. There are so many different booking apps that you can get on Google, so you can just book your stays from that. What I personally prefer is that when I started traveling, when I went for my first solo trip, it was to Goa, my first solo trip. That time I stayed on a ladies hostel. It was from Ghost Stops. So it was not like a very cheap one, but at the same time it was a good deal for me because it was a hostel. It was air conditioned. They gave me locker facilities, washroom and everything. It was a ladies hostel, so it was safe for me. So if you are just confused about how to start on this thing and all, you can go for a hostel, select a good hostel or hostel or something like that. You can just get it from Google. You can get the data from Google. Just book it in prior because you have it set already, so you don't have to worry about this thing when you are going there. So I would say booking your stay in prior can actually save more money, because when you go there and you are in a hurry to look for a place, people can take advantage of that. So I would say it is always safe to have a booking of whatever it is, like your stay or your activities. If you're booking in prior, this can save you money. At the same time, it can also help you with the safety concerns. Step number 4 is to understand the transportation modes and booking your tickets in prior. Like the same way that I said for the stays, it's always better if you book your transportation tickets also in prior, because there can be multiple modes of transportation, and I am not a spontaneous person who travels trip. So when I want to go for a trip, at least a week or 2 weeks prior I start planning, if it's nearby. But if it's like a far place like Goa, I started actually like 1.5 months prior, because I know that last moment there might not be tickets, or the tickets can be so expensive, and I am a budget traveler, so I am not spending so much money on luxuries. So I'm okay to travel in bus or train or auto. I am okay to travel like anything as such, but I need to save money. So safety and saving money is something which I always consider when I'm traveling. So I would say always book your tickets also, understand what modes of transportation are there from your place to this place. And even you go to the nearest railway station, you are going by train, you go to the railway station, how can you connect via from railway station to the destination where you're going, and also do a little research on this place and book all your things in prior, book all your tickets in prior. You don't have to worry about just going there and getting lost. Number 5 is to choose the right luggage and your safety equipments. So choosing the right luggage means do not overpack, especially if you are planning for a trek or something. Just always carry your necessary things, because you are carrying a bag which is really heavy. And even in traveling time also, don't overpack. So you know how much days you will be traveling for, you can calculate accordingly. Do not take so much things, because when you won't be having that stamina to walk around and all. So just make sure that you're just packing the right quantities of clothes that you need, and at the same time you're carrying safety gadgets. Safety gadgets in the sense, like especially if you are a female traveler or you're a guy traveler also, just make sure that you're carrying something for your own safety. So I used to carry pepper spray when I went for this thing and all. Even I was scared to use it, because I was always thinking, what if I do this and it come to my face? But at least something is better than nothing, guys. So just take something for your own safety. Always carry some gadget which is going to help you. I'm not saying take a gun and go, because you are going to get caught if you do that. But you can take a pepper spray. You can take the keychain which makes loud noise and which sends your GPS. I have not used that personally, but I just got this source from Google, where traveler people, they were saying they carry these kind of things. So you can just do a little research on these kind of things, which actually help you to make your journey a little bit more safer. So carry things like that, pepper spray, alarm, carry a GPS, you can wear a smartwatch which has your GPS and location, everything. And what I usually do is, when I go somewhere where I don't know, I make sure that if it's no network area also, before I reach that place, I send my location to my close people. So that actually helps you. Like imagine if I'm getting lost, my last location at least can be tracked by people. So I do that. I used to send my location to my mom when I was in Goa. I'm like, okay, I'm here now. So that always helps. So make sure that you are keeping some things in mind, even if you know that place or anything, whatever it be. Just make sure that you are doing the appropriate steps to keep yourself safe first, because safety is the most important factor that we have to keep in mind when we are traveling. Next step is to research about the place. Researching about in the sense when you're going to a certain place, you know where you're going, which location you're going, what destinations are your destinations that you'll be covering. Just ensure that you have an idea about this place, because when I went to Goa, or when I went to Varkala, or when I went to Karnataka, Karwar, what was that place? Gokarna, Gokarna, you know. Even I have never been to that place before. What I did was, before I'm going to that specific place, I research about the place. I am like top attractions there, nearest modes of transportation, how much distance is this from the place I am staying, or you know, how I can go from this place to this place. And you can get the sources from YouTube. You can actually, you know, check with other people who you know who have traveled there and all. Get data. And don't be blank when you're going. You should have some information. You should know about that place. Even if you have not been there, you should know about what this place actually is, what can happen here, and everything. So research about that place, research about the cheapest restaurants, research about the best activities to do, research about the main attractions. Just do a proper research about what all things you want to do there. So you will never be blank. With the moment you are going there, you are like, okay, I know this place. Okay, I know this thing. So you will be known. You won't be blank. And you know, when you know about something, the chances of you getting scammed by other people are very less. This have helped me a lot. That's why I'm telling you, do proper research about the place you're going. Don't think like, okay, I'll go there and decide. No, just set everything up, have a proper itinerary of whatever you're planning to do, then just go for it. Next step is to watch videos and references from people or YouTubers or travel bloggers who have been to that place already, from Google, from YouTube, or multiple sources. Or even if you have friends who have been to this place, you can ask suggestions from them. So this actually gives you a total guide. So travel videos or travel tour guides, Instagram videos and all actually gives you a lot of idea about what is happening in this place. And you know, they give you a proper guide, like, okay, you can do this, you can do this, how can you connect from one place to another. So watching these videos or watching these vlogs in prior actually gives you so much information about that place, and this is going to help you a lot. So even when I go to some place, if I want to go to some place, I just always do a research on this place, and you know, I go search in Instagram, like, you know, what are the top things to do in this place, top 10 unexplored, untouched, hidden gems and all. So you can get a lot of data like this. So use the, you know, these kind of data, take the use of these data and references from the people who have already been to that place, and this is also going to help you to make your traveling so much easier. Next thing is, once you reach there, you just blend in with that place, guys. I don't know how much this have helped me, and it makes you more confident also. So the moment you step to a place that you don't know, you just be confident, you smile, and you know, just go talk with locals. If you're eating in some restaurants, talk with the people, talk whoever is there, like, you know, try to make friends. I'm not saying trust people, always, you know, keep your boundaries, never trust people during these phases. Just interact with people, try to blend in, communicate with the locals, or there will be other tourists like you. So just utilize this platform, talk with people, make friends, you know, talk with locals. So actually getting to know about these locals and, you know, having a good interaction with them can actually save you a lot of money, because they know what all scams can happen there, and this actually will help you a lot. So blending in the place is something that we have to always keep in mind, because the moment we start to blend in this place, you become more comfortable to travel. You won't be vulnerable to explore the places or to do activities. So this has happened with me in Goa one time. When I went, I had no specific plan of going to one certain area. Like, I was like, okay, I'll stay at my home, like, not home, my hostel, and nearby there is a beach and I can just go there and everything. I was just planning like as such. But the moment I went there, I made some friends, some girls who were staying in the same ghost stop hostel as mine. We all became friends. We took Gadi and we went to some shacks, you know, we went to beaches, we went to explore in the night, and also this actually helps you to get better known about this place. And it is actually, it's fun, guys. Make good friends, make other tourist friends, make local friends, and this is also going to help you. But always make sure that your safety should be first. Never cross your boundaries, always stay on your limits. You should know like how people can take advantage of you as well. So don't get scammed, but always be smart enough to blend in and understand the difference between people who's taking advantage of you, at the same time people who are coming to help you. So yeah, keep a boundary between these two, and this is also going to help you a lot in your traveling experience. Next thing is to carry power banks, flashlights, emergency things like your medicines, like some medicines which you just use, which is not easily obtainable in some places. Just carry your essentials, sanitary pads or menstrual cups or whatever that you use. Take all this hygiene products, at the same time your medicines and essentials like power bank, power backups, batteries, torch lights, rechargeable or batteries. I would say batteries because you can get it replaced with other batteries. You cannot always plug your phone or the light to recharge it or something. So always carry these kind of essentials. These are very important. Do not, when you are going, before you're going, just make a list of things that you want to take. Every single thing, from a plastic cover to innerwear, what you're wearing, how many pairs you want, whatever let it be, just make a total list and just tick everything. Your snack, essentials, food, like some snacks, what you want to take, your medicines, painkillers, balms, or if you are allergic to some insects or something, your insect repellents and everything, Dettol. Oh my god, you have to carry a lot of things. So just make a list of all these essentials before you are packing itself. This should be actually coming to the first, because this list is a must to do before you are packing. So just make a list and carry all the essentials and your necessary medicines and everything which you take. So yeah, and this is also something very important while you're traveling. Last tip, and tip number 10, is to book your activities in prior. I don't know how much sense this makes, because if you are a traveler, you usually don't go for activities. You just go to explore places. But for me, when I go into some certain place, I love to explore what is happening there. So imagine if you're going to Goa, there are like treks happening in like north or south Goa, like Mudgone side and all. There are treks happening in the beaches. There are water sports activities happening. So when you go there and you book these things, it can be actually expensive. So and you're going to north and all, there will be paragliding. In beach there is parasailing, there is bungee jumping or whatever activities it is. I would say don't wait for that time to book it. Book these activities in prior. So there is this app called Klook app. So this app actually helps you to book your activities in prior. I'm not sure how applicable it is in these local places, but main tourist destinations like Goa, North and all, this is actually there. So you can book your activities in prior from this application, and it helps you to save a lot of money, because when you go there and you book some activities, it can be little expensive, and season and demand wise this can go upside down. So you can always book your activities in prior, and this is going to help you to save a lot of money and not getting into scams, because the moment they know that you are a tourist person, you can get scammed. So knowing all this information can actually help you to protect yourself from scams happening around you. This is like a bonus tip. So if you are a comfortable traveler, so you started traveling, you are out of your comfort zone, you are not afraid of trying things and all. So you can use this application called Couchsurfing. One of my friend Ashish, who is also a YouTuber, destination hopper, he suggested me this app. So what happens in Couchsurfing is that you don't have to pay to the hotels to stay. What you do is, there are people around you or people who are ready to host you. At the same time, you have to also be a host. So imagine you have your home in I have my home in Alapi, and there are some tourists coming from some other place. So when I am in this application, if they see that okay, I am this person, I'm ready to host people, means they message me like, hey Aneeta, we are in Alapi for some day, we would actually love to hear from you if you want to host us. So they actually come to your place and stay in your place. Maybe you give them food, or just the stay or whatever, you take them out or whatever it is. But it's not usually a paid app. You don't have to pay. You just go, you get hosted by people. At the same time, you host people. So someone is coming to stay at my place. At the same time, when I am going to some other place, I can utilize some other people's hosting to stay there. And this is safe because you can see the reviews from people. You can see how many people have stayed with this person, how their behavior was, how they were treating the guests, and also and they can also leave a feedback for you also. So you can use this applications like Couchsurfing. There are other multiple applications. I can just link it down in the description. You can just go check that out also. So you can use this application. This is going to save you total expense from hotels, because when we are traveling, stays and food is the most money consuming thing which happens. So using this applications can actually save you a lot of money, and you can spend this money on other experiences. You don't have to spend it on your traveling and all. So yeah, this was it about today's video. I know this is a very quick and short video that I had to make, but yes, I hope this is really helpful for you guys, because even when I started traveling, like there were so many problems that I had to face. I was also not that comfortable to travel. But if you ask me, even if I want to plan an international trip, now I know how to sit with myself without a travel package, how to plan the things, how to book my tickets. I don't need a travel agency to book things for me. So this is all about how you plan your things, how you know about that place, how you execute your plans into some reality. So I hope this will help you guys if you are a beginner traveler. If you have some tips for me, please do give it down in the comment box down below. I hope you guys liked my video. So yeah, with another video, we'll see you guys later. Take care. Love you all. Bye.